Ho there, healthcare heroes. Welcome to the Nurse Intelligence Podcast. I'm Robert Domondon, your host and fellow nurse. I spend my days as both an ICU nurse and an AI systems architect, which means I see firsthand how artificial intelligence is transforming our daily work in healthcare. If you're feeling overwhelmed by all the AI talk in healthcare, you're not alone. Every day I hear nurses asking, what does this mean for us? How do we keep up? Will this help us or hurt us? Here's what I know after working in both worlds. AI isn't here to replace us. It's here to make us better at what we already do, caring for patients. This podcast is your bridge between the complex world of AI and the practical reality of nursing. Today, we're talking about the 8 major shifts happening right now in healthcare because of AI. Think of these as the new rules of the game we're all learning to play. By the end of our time together, you'll understand what's changing, why it matters to you, and most importantly, how to thrive in this new environment. Let's be honest about what's keeping us up at night. I hear the same concerns from nurses everywhere I go. Here's what I want you to know. These concerns are valid, and they're exactly why we need to talk about these paradigm shifts. Because when you understand what's really changing, you can work with it instead of against it. Think of it like this. Remember when electronic health records first came out? Everyone was frustrated. But now, imagine going back to paper charts. These AI changes will feel the same way in a few years. The key is learning to ride the wave instead of fighting it. So what does success look like in this AI-powered healthcare world? Let me paint you a picture of what's possible. Imagine starting your shift and having an AI assistant that's already reviewed all your patients' overnight data. Not just their vital signs, but patterns you might miss. It notices that Mrs. Johnson's heart rate variability suggests she might be developing sepsis 6 hours before traditional signs appear. You get an early alert, not a diagnosis, because you're still the nurse making the clinical judgment. Picture documentation that writes itself as you work. You're focused on your patient, talking to them, assessing them. Meanwhile, AI is capturing the important details and creating your notes. You review and approve them, but you're not spending 2 hours after your shift typing. Think about having real-time translation when you're caring for patients who speak different languages, or having AI help you explain complex medical procedures in ways each patient can understand, based on their education level and cultural background. Imagine coordination that actually works. AI systems that make sure everyone, doctors, nurses, pharmacies, social work, is on the same page without endless phone calls and emails. Here's the beautiful part. In this vision, you have more time for what made you become a nurse in the first place. More time to hold a scared patient's hand. More time to teach a new parent how to care for their baby. More time to really listen. The technology handles the routine stuff, so you can focus on the human stuff. That's not science fiction. That's what's starting to happen right now in hospitals across the country. Let's talk about reality. We're in the middle of 8 major shifts that are changing everything about how healthcare works. Before anything, please support us by liking and clicking the subscribe button. Download the PDF at the end of every episode. Okay, the first big change is how we collaborate. Instead of everyone having to be online at the same time for meetings, AI tools are helping us work together across different schedules. Think about it, like a relay race instead of everyone running together. From synchronous to asynchronous collaboration, your night shift insights get automatically summarized for the day shift and vice versa. Second, we're moving from just recording information to having that information actually help us make decisions. Your patient monitoring systems are starting to predict problems instead of just tracking numbers. From passive recording to active intelligence, it's like having a crystal ball, but one based on data and patterns. Third, AI is helping level the playing field. Translation tools mean language barriers don't prevent good care. Voice recognition helps nurses with disabilities document more easily. This isn't just nice to have, it's making healthcare more fair for everyone. Fourth, we're getting better at using numbers to make decisions. Instead of just going with your gut, which is still important, you also have data to back up your clinical judgment. Clinical decision support systems. It's like having both your nursing intuition and a research study guiding every decision. The 5th shift is the biggest one. We're moving from working alone to working with AI partners. This doesn't mean AI is making nursing decisions. It means AI is handling the repetitive tasks so you can focus on critical thinking and patient care, from human-led to AI-augmented hybrid models. Sixth, instead of fearing job loss, we're seeing job enhancement. AI is taking over the boring stuff, like entering the same data in 5 different systems, so nurses can do more of the skilled work that only humans can do. The 7th change is focusing on outcomes rather than just completing tasks. AI helps track whether our interventions are actually helping patients get better, not just whether we checked all the boxes. Finally, all our healthcare technology is starting to work together instead of against each other. Imagine systems that actually talk to each other. Revolutionary, right? Here's how to think about these changes so they work for you, not against you. First, embrace the learning partner mindset. AI isn't your boss or your replacement. It's like having a really smart study buddy who never gets tired and remembers everything. You're still the nurse making the decisions, but now you have better information to work with. Second, think human in the loop. This means you're always part of the process. AI might suggest that a patient needs closer monitoring, but you decide if that makes sense based on what you're seeing. You're the safety net, the critical thinker, the one who knows when something doesn't feel right. Third, remember that trust is earned, not given. You have to trust AI recommendations blindly. In fact, you shouldn't. Your job is to verify, question, and use your clinical judgment. AI is just giving you another piece of information to consider. Fourth, focus on what makes you irreplaceable. Your ability to comfort a frightened family member, to notice subtle changes in a patient's condition, to advocate for what's right. These are uniquely human skills that AI can't replicate. AI can make you better at these things by giving you more time and better information. Finally, think of yourself as a bridge between technology and humanity. Patients need someone who understands both the high-tech and high-touch aspects of care. That's you. The goal isn't to become a tech expert overnight. The goal is to stay curious, ask questions, and remember that you're still a nurse first. AI is just a very sophisticated tool, like the monitors and pumps you already use every day. So how do you actually start working with these changes? Here are some practical steps you can take this week. Start small. Pick one AI tool your hospital already uses and really learn it well. Maybe it's the smart alerts in your monitoring system, or the voice recognition in your documentation software. Don't try to learn everything at once. Ask questions about patient privacy and data security. Any AI system in healthcare must meet strict privacy requirements. You have the right to know how patient information is being protected. If you don't get clear answers, keep asking. Practice the verify and validate approach. When AI gives you information or suggestions, take a moment to check if it makes sense with what you're seeing clinically. This builds your confidence and helps you learn when AI is most helpful. Connect with other nurses who are using AI tools. Start conversations at work about what's working and what isn't. Share your experiences. We learn better together. Stay updated, but don't get overwhelmed. Follow 1 or 2 trusted sources for healthcare AI news. Set boundaries. You don't need to read every article or attend every webinar. Most importantly, remember your nursing fundamentals, good assessment skills, critical thinking, and patient advocacy are more important than ever in an AI world. These tools should enhance your nursing judgment, not replace it. Always remember, when it comes to patient safety, you are the final decision maker. AI can inform your decisions, but it cannot make them for you. That's both the responsibility and the privilege of being a nurse. If something doesn't feel right, speak up. If an AI recommendation conflicts with your clinical judgment, investigate further. Your experience and intuition are irreplaceable parts of the care team. The future of nursing is bright, and you're going to be part of shaping it. These paradigm shifts aren't happening to you, they're happening with you. Remember, every great nurse started as someone who was willing to learn new things and adapt to change. That's exactly what you're doing now. I'm Robert Domondon, and this has been the Nurse Intelligence Podcast. Keep learning, keep caring, and keep being the incredible nurses you are. Until next time, stay curious and stay compassionate. Nursing is about relationships, compassion, and intuition, Again, please support us by liking and clicking the subscribe button. Download the PDF at the end of every episode.